So be one family, I saw this videos, a couple videos some time ago. I saved them and I'm going through all, what I saved, and I'm finna clear stuff out because I'm like, I want to keep the information fresh. And I saw it again. And we got to put a stop to this before it even become a thing. At least highlight it enough so we know what it is, and put it, push it outskirts. Because anyway, let's get into it.
Also, where is it and how is it that I do connect with Black men easier than I connect with white men?
Yeah.
I connect with that rawness and that depth. And I've found that a lot of, the white men that I've dated, it is a lot of performative. And, I appreciate the like honesty and the, I don't know, there's like a rawness to me. And maybe that's why, maybe it just goes back to my childhood and like yearning for that level of acceptance.
And realness and just authenticity.
Yeah. Also, where is it and how?
So I'll let y'all hear the whole thing, hear that whole clip. And yes, I went to the comments. And the reason why I tapped on that one person's repost, because me and their brother, when we started, the lineation really started taking off, their brother was like, oh, so how you feel about me being African? He's Ghanaian, full-blooded Ghanaian. His father's Ghanaian, his sister, his mother. Rest peace to his mother. Don't speak ill of the dead. But he's full Ghanaian, and he is married to a white woman who happened to be a redhead. They have children and everything. One of his sons is going off to school, playing ball, football. Cool, nothing against that. But I hear what she's saying, and he's reposting. Let's go to it again.
Also, where is it and how is it that I do connect with Black men easier than I connect with white men?
Yeah.
Ma'am, your desire to have somebody push themselves all the way to the bottom depths of your vagina does not make a genuine connection. And when you say Black men, are you talking about foundational Black American men, or are you talking about men from the diaspora who long pine, fiend for white women?
Connect with that rawness and that depth. And I've found that a lot of, the white men that I've dated, it is a lot of performative. And, I appreciate.
If you're talking about some of these non-FBA men, ma'am, you know how many mulatto children we see walking around here half crazy because the dad ain't around. He laying up every which way, going wherever he can go. All these kids got a family back home. Talking about performative, and I'm not sick of white men. They be kind of weird. They be into that ambiguously gay stuff. But ma'am, we gotta call this out because we need you to say non-Black American men, non-FBA men going forward in all your podcasts. We don't need to get confused. Yeah, we got a few of them that chase snow bunnies here and there, but en masse, Black men, foundational Black American men rock with foundational Black American women.
The like honesty and the, I don't know, there's like a rawness to me. And maybe that's why, maybe it just goes back to my childhood and like yearning for that level of acceptance.
And realness and just authenticity.
Yeah.
Acceptance, what you lashing out, going against the grain. And part of me wonders if she was molested. And I'm not downplaying that because I don't accept that on no level. You don't touch no child. All right, I don't care what community you come from. You don't do that. So I think there's some deep-seated trauma she got going on, and maybe messing with these quote Black men is her way of getting back at somebody, possibly. Could be, I'm not sure. And if you want to know about her partner in crime, you can only guess why they're both doing the podcast together.
Talk about how I am married to a white man. I can't tell you how much projection that I get from self-hating Black people who choose to see me as, what have I gotten, bedwench or being married to a colonizer.
The problem is those terms are not without merit. We see too often that Black women who are brought to prominence are typically like, yeah, I got the white man, look at what he's doing for me, and you Black men can never. And we don't immediately call you a bedwench because you're with the white man. We call you a bedwench because you accept a level of disrespect and mistreatment from said white men just to be with said white men. And then you project that onto black men. Like y'all just want to run through and that. But it's like, yo, he got you doing. There's a black woman, or there's a not FBA sister. She's Caribbean. I can tell by her face. I think I got to say the video. If I got it, I'm gonna add it to this. But she's Caribbean, and her husband got an OnlyFans, and they got like 8 kids. Now the oldest two kids don't look like they're his. All right, they look a little too brown to be his. The rest of them look like they're his. And so when we see that type of behavior, particularly out of non-FBA women, which I don't think she's FBA, looking at how she got her hair covering her forehead and her face, something tells me either Eritrean or Ethiopian. There's a value you put on whiteness that is insane to us. It's like that at all the men you could have been with, it's like you went out your way to get with a white man. And you don't even get with the fly white men that are doing it. What's that director? Director who did Star Wars, his wife was black. What's his name? There's another actor, he was a high profile actor, his wife was black. Y'all don't even be on that type of time. George Lucas was the director, and I forgot the actor's name. Baldwin? Was it Baldwin? Alec Baldwin? I think Alec Baldwin. Y'all don't even be on those type of time. Y'all just get a George or a Hank and be like, yeah. And mind you, if that's your thing, that's your thing. But don't accept mistreatment and turn around and project on black men. And I'm talking for the bedwinches that are actually doing this on black men. What that man's doing to you onto black men. Don't do that.
Mindset that still has us mentally, emotionally enslaved to the BS of a broken society. If we don't choose to change that, then we stay mentally and emotionally in bondage.
Well, I feel like she said a lot of nothing. Which I'm like, if you want to swirl, do your thing. All right, cool. The only problem we have with swirling is when you turn around and try to use your position in swirling or your adjacency to a white person as a way to try to wag your finger that's a thumb up your nose. Thumb your nose. Not thumb. If you bring thumb your nose, you might be doing something different. Anyway, that's always been our problem. Like, don't do that. Because, see, we know and we've seen over the years the aftermath of these so-called interracial relationships and how they always don't work out and how the woman particularly is always on the short end of the stick. And the children suffer too. The DeBarge family. Like, oftentimes the children are left broken. There's some suffering going on. There's some abuse going on, whether it's mental, physical, or emotional, sexual abuse going on. And you can flip it the other way. Nobody wouldn't be held on their kids sometimes.
I'm the daughter of a black woman who hated being black, and she also married a racist white man, and yes, she is my biological mother. A lot of people have asked me, how does a black woman marry a racist white man? Sometimes white men fetishize black women. Just because you are attracted to a black woman does not mean that you respect them. It's just a thing. It's not a mental thing. Sometimes white men don't know that some of the things that they're doing are inherently racist because they've pretty much only grown up in white society. So they will say things that they're used to hearing and don't recognize as macro aggressions. Or some men just do not like to feel rejected by a group, and one of the ways they can feel like they are integrated or accepted by a group is by being with their women. Some men are ashamed. They do like black women, but they are ashamed because of the standards of white society, and that they start to be even more aggressively racist towards their partners. Some just want mixed children. They just like the way mixed children look, and the way that you get mixed children is you bed down with a black woman. There are way more reasons than that. It is all nuanced, deep-rooted. I'm sure that you are going to let me know if I missed one.
Once again, I let it play all the way through, Big One Family. So now we can break it down.
I'm the daughter of a black woman who hated being black, and she also married a racist white man, and yes, she is my biological mother. A lot of people have asked me, how does a black woman marry a racist white man? Sometimes white men fetishize black women. Just because you are attracted to a black woman does not mean that you respect them. It's just a thing. It's not a mental thing.
Now, before I say it, fair warning, sisters, you're going to have to let me ride with this one. Fair warning, this is going to be very crass, very vulgar, but I have to say it so we can understand what my father taught me because of, and I ain't killing nobody. I'm finna I just realized how weird that look all of a sudden. I didn't have no gloves. All of a sudden, I got no gloves. But this is what my father taught me because this is what other groups told him. He was born in 63. Let me break it down. Amongst themselves, they realize this is one thing they say amongst themselves, that you have never fucked until you have fucked a black woman. So basically, to them, y'all are basically living, breathing sex toys to experience, to use up and do whatever with, and then be like, all right, cool, I had my fun. And that's why when people are like black men just treat black women, well, yeah, there's some knuckleheads out there. Yes, there's some dudes that they ain't worth nothing that have melanin like me. But for the most part, a black man loves and dotes on a black woman, and vice versa. Sometimes we get in these weird relationships, or we get in relationships where we are attracted to what we see and not the content of their character. By the time we realize, hey, I had the rose-colored glasses on, you done already been with them 5 years, had kids, and you're in too deep to just really pull out. So yeah, black women, and I hope you teach your black girls. Sometimes they like you because the idea is, hey man, if you get a chance to fuck her, man. She gonna fuck you good. That's gonna be the best. Remember that movie CB4? I made love to a black woman for the first time, and I really had sweat on my balls. Funny, but is it really funny, or is it factual versus fictional?
Sometimes white men don't know that some of the things that they're doing are inherently racist because they've pretty much only grown up in white society. So they will say things that they're used to hearing and don't recognize as macro aggressions. Or some men just do not like to feel rejected by a group and want.
Ma'am, I'm completely disagree with you on that. I believe they know exactly what they're doing, and they are doing to see if the woman is so enamored with his whiteness, because they understand that. They understand the dynamic going on. I think they understand the dynamic to the point of, I'm gonna say it and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna see if you want to put up with it because you just want to be up under my white skin. This is the closest you can be to being white. Procreating with me, laying down next to me. Yeah, but I call you a black bitch. Yeah, when we do this, I slip. I act like a nigger. They're acting like a nigger, and I say it around you, knowing how it make you feel. But I know you want to be here so bad, you're willing to put up with it. You're willing to contort and turn yourself into somebody that you weren't, just to be next to me. And this is no shade, but our sister Serena Williams looked way better before she got married.
One of the ways they can feel like they are integrated or accepted by a group is by being with their women. Some men are ashamed. They do like black women, but they are ashamed because of the standards of white society, and that they start to be even more aggressively racist towards their partners. Some just want mixed children. They just like the way mixed children look in the
Non-black American women too. Yep. Latina women, white women, same thing. Ooh, we're gonna make pretty looking babies. Don't give a damn about what it's gonna do to them mentally. That you're already a broken person. You can't stand a daddy, but you're willing to lay down on your back to have that mixed little girl that mixed a boy, and then mistreat them their entire life.
way that you get mixed children is you bed down with a black woman. There are way more reasons than that. It is all nuanced, deep-rooted. I'm sure that you are going to let me know if I missed one.
Now, be with family. I was gonna share, but I just remember we not sharing our family histories because the tethers be listening, and they go around and try to remix my story, and then make it theirs, and then go try to get in where they fit in to undermine us. I'm not gonna tell you, but if I meet you in person, I'll chop it up with you. But just know, this has been a long-standing thing. This has been going on since slavery. That's the reason why they would creep into the slave quarters and rape our women, because it was rape. And they keep going back, because in their mind, well, I'm just you're my property. I can do whatever I want. No, you lust after that woman. See, Sally Sue, they had those dresses with the little I forgot what it's called, but it makes their butts look big. Those dresses were, and they basically built like a damn. They flattened this table over here, but they had those type of dresses. That was after Sarah Bartman. Remember that? The sister, they was just they would torture their sister. They would go in there, have their way with their sister, gave her all kinds of diseases, everything like that, made fun of her, and then turned around and had a style of dress modeled after her shape. Be one family. We have to double down and triple down on the delineation. Let it be made known, like, hey, look, we don't care about who you want to be with. All right, cool. You want to be with that person, cool. However, we're not gonna allow your dysfunctionality and your desire to be white or adjacent whiteness get into the mix and destroy what we got going on. We saw what happened with those half Arab, half African kids. We saw what happened with those half Spaniard, half African kids. You're not finna come over here and do that over here with us. FBA fan, once again, I know I'm wearing the same shirt. I saw it, I had to get to it. So you guys, when I'm breaking it down for the family, it inspires me to just go hard. I'm still gonna try to do the live with BX. This video will probably release around 3 o'clock in the morning, maybe 4 o'clock in the morning. But I'm still gonna try to do the live with BX. I gotta hit her up, and I'm gonna let her break all that down. I'm just gonna present the information, let her break it down, and school us and put us on game. Because we believe, for most of us, because what we see, we don't think there's a lot of FBA in New York, but I've been told that's false. Until next time, peace and Black empowerment.